Welcome Empires, Rampaned, and welcome back to my Aztec Empire campaign for Europa Universalis V, where we're going to continue the stuff from last time, where we have continued to consolidate more of our territory around the Americas. And we have at least started with a tiny little base way over here, starting to figure out, like, okay, how are we going about with this invasion of Europe? I did actually kind of think about it and I was looking at it. Effectively, because the way that troops replenish is slightly different than it used to be. Effectively, so just looking at this randomly. So, I was looking at one of my cities, promote about 43 guys a month to a conscription center. For a warrior temple, let's see how much we get for that. So, it is... Effectively, it's just the same amount. So it's just the maximum of total. So it doesn't matter because it's split up. But effectively, because we have... there's part of our course now. So effectively, every city that we have one of these in. And the warrior temples are probably the better example to utilize. So we have about 185 regions that produce military manpower for us. Because effectively, it's no longer the monthly manpower is actually what limits me. It's actually how many soldiers I have employed. And so, right now, 185 of them, at roughly, we'll say 44 we saw, I get about only 8,000 guys a month. So that roughly kind of describes essentially how much we have for troops. So, again, I've been wanting to try and get up to like a couple million dudes to do the invasion. And I think we're essentially going to keep trying to... If we have more things to integrate. We do not. Okay, so yeah, now we're just assimilating. So we've got that. I do want to start with Florida, but we're going to wait until this stuff finishes up. I think you guys, everything over here is just burgers, so we can't actually assimilate those guys. No, some of those guys would be able to actually... But I think we can kind of also just leave it as it is. I'd rather focus on other areas. But no, we are continuing to prepare our invasion. I feel like eventually I'm essentially going to have to wait until I can finish up all my research to do the invasion proper, sadly. But also, we at least now know who I'm going to be playing next. We did do a bunch of polls, and I'm going to be playing as Wales next, which I'm excited about that. I think that'll kind of be interesting. So for right now, though, we need to continuously try and make more core regions. So again, any area that's below 90%, which I also want to double check if I can see here how much of this is the population is specifically like, I can't easily see it there. Because I know burgers I can't convert. And so we want to focus on areas that are around my capital, don't have a lot of my own culture, because the more core regions we have, the better. So we're continuing to try and assimilate stuff here. I know as soon as you guys are done integrating and assimilating all this stuff, we'll then switch over my conversion and assimilation over to Florida next, because we're continuing to slowly do that. I know I'm going to have continuously a little bit more rebellions. We do have to take some time, and this is going to be the big major thing that I have to start off with initially in the start of the video, is I have to rebuild my armies. And essentially, what I'm probably going to do is, because our military might is actually more limited based on our population that we have of my soldiers, we need more and more soldiers just in general, just in the passive population. And it doesn't matter how much manpower we have, because that's always going to be burned up. So essentially, I might actually try, there's the idea I know I've seen in the past, that just industrialize everything in terms of like what you construct. Especially since I know, where are they again? I know the granaries are a great building to help out with food. Yeah, because we've got these. Because, like, right now, this here, how much does that help with population growth? So population growth from large storage, that's 0.14. That's pretty damn good just for that. So essentially, I think I will definitely be needing to have some time where we are going to take some time to kind of build ourselves up a little bit. We need to try and have it so we need to recover our military. Slowly but surely we'll be doing that. And I want to try and have it so the next war we try and do again, I would probably say is going to be against the forces of Spain and Portugal, as I would like to try and hit these areas down here again. There are some people that are a bit pissed off with me and might want to try and do some sort of coalition against us. I'm going to hope that we can try and avoid that. So for right now, I am going to continue trying to have it so keep assimilating, keep replenishing my troops, keep building my armies up, and effectively with these, because we've got 8 armies right now, with these 8 armies, our goal is to slowly build these armies up to the point where they have hundreds of thousands each. And when we're to that point and we can bring up, yeah, you guys keep trying to have claims on me, and we can actually have a fleet that can properly ferry guys over here, because we're getting close to our naval range now, being close enough here, so we're not going to take a massive amount of attrition trying to sail troops over to invade. That's the hope. So essentially, I will come back to you guys in a couple of years after we've been able to see what I've been able to get ready for us. Okay, I've been trying to build up, but again, I knew we were going to have these guys pop out. They're being supported by Castile and Necoquiawa. So, I might be able to get a little bit of what I want anyways. So, I will absolutely ask all the allies I have to join me in this. And ideally, so the only territory that was taken out is you guys. You're the ones that broke away. That's not that bad. I have been able to build up a good chunk of my military back up again. So, I'm not too worried about this. And essentially, we'll have it so I think I just need 3 of my armies over here. Maybe 4. I know you guys need to back up because you guys haven't been able to fully heal yet. There's a little bit over here too. And then essentially, I want this territory again. I want more of that land back. I want more of this land back again. So we'll see, because they broke away, I'm pretty sure they are, if they are a vassal under Castile, I am going to have to ask for all of that land back, which is annoying, but it is fine. I'll ask for that back, and then I'll try and see what we can get out of these other little regions as well. But essentially, this shouldn't be too bad. I've been able to build up my military quite a bit, so most of you guys are doing okay. Yeah, most of you guys are winning these fights here, so they don't have a whole lot. And I do know one thing that I need to actually try and look into. I believe how mercenaries are recruited changed. So I might have to occasionally, actually, how much is it? 24-month contract. Doesn't tell me how much it is, but I'm probably, honestly, maybe I should try and use mercenaries more often. Let's try this, let's see. So, okay, so it tells me 20,000. You know what, let's, that's still a lot of goddamn money. But that's probably the reason why the population changes were made. I don't know if the forces of mercenaries also still have that same issue. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But we'll see. Did one of my armies not go? I told one of you guys to go here, too. Yeah, because you guys can try and make your way over there. Most of my armies outnumber these guys immensely, so I'm not too worried. I probably should send somebody down here. So I'll send one guy down to here, try and occupy all of this again. And then essentially, yeah, number 47,000 guys over there. Yeah, you guys can start trying to make your way over here. And at least this territory, this is a lot easier to go for because I've taken most of their forts over here. Yeah, because this is honestly, yeah, not that bad. Took them out pretty quickly. They didn't bring that many guys over here for me to fight. So, perfect. We've been able to have it so now at this point in time, I've occupied all of the territory that was taken away from me initially. And then almost all of this stuff is now occupied at this point in time. And essentially, I'm going to probably have to wait until the Defender taking maxes out. I'm still trying to occupy this territory down around here. I am hoping that maybe I can try and ask for some of this land, just so I can kind of properly connect these areas back up again. That'd be great. But I'm not going to worry too much about pushing on in here that harshly, because I know at the moment right now... Oh, wait, actually... Ooh. Oh, shit, this is one of the areas that jumped away, too. Shit. Oh, that's a problem. Well, I'll just have to remember to make sure that I ask for that back. Because at the moment right now, they don't want to go through with this, but just gotta make sure that I'm grabbing all the territory that was, just like walked away from us. Yeah. And we'll see, potentially, what I can convince them of. I know a lot of this based on like war score. Some of these areas are not gonna go through whatsoever. I would like to take, yeah, more of this guy or more of down here specifically, if I can. That's what we're gonna focus on. But basically right now we're gonna be waiting on the defender taking aspect of it right now. Because I've got pretty much all of this under my control. I will at least make sure to try and occupy these territories as well. Because once this land here is under my control, then we'll have more of it. And there we go. More areas are finishing up assimilating. Yeah, I decided to finish that up there. So that was right around here. So I am going to now start trying to assimilate Florida. Because let's have it so I have at least 5 guys focused on assimilation. Their main goal, it says technically there's still people here, but I think that's because of burgers possibly. So I'm going to start trying to assimilate Florida. So we'll start that, and we'll have it so once you guys finish up here, that's when we will move the increased control stuff. Because right now here, yeah, burgers. Yeah, I can't assimilate burgers, so there's nothing else to assimilate in this area. I just have to get the market language to be my own. Then that should be able to start converting them, but I can't force them to. So that's great. But no. For right now, at least, war's going well. It's just I'm going to try and see how much more we can occupy more of their territory here. We've got the war score in my favor. I just need to make it so we can actually get them to fucking leave. They just keep asking more fucking assholes to join in. Like, at this point in time, I'm at 50%, and they won't give me a piece. Like, I'll try one more time here. I'll see if I will. But they've been able to get these guys to join on in now. England's randomly in here. I just want my territory back. That's all I fucking want, is the land I had back. That's all I'm asking right now. And they're like, nah. Their war enthusiasm just way too fucking high. Like, we're doing alright military-wise. I have been taking a little bit of damage down around here. I brought some reinforcements over to try and relieve some of these guys. One of you need to come back up here now because they're pushing on in with another faction up here now. Because you guys joined on in the war. I've almost got these areas now fully under my control, so then the forces of Spain won't have territory over here anymore. That'll be nice. Because, like, I've maxed out defender taking. Occupations and blockades, at the moment, kind of is maxed out as much as we can. So, like, we got to keep trying to do what we can. Oh, thank God, this area's finally done. Okay, so now we can bring you guys back. You can try and heal up and then start getting into the fray around here. My allies are kind of losing some fights, which I do not appreciate. Really don't appreciate that. But we are doing well. Because I'm trying to have it so we're not actively trying to be too proactive in our fights right now, because I know we have taken quite a bit of damage. I still haven't been able to heal up from the damage that we had occur last video. So, try and do what we can. I know right now we've almost got this area under my control, because you guys just needed the support with the artillery reinforcements, and you guys will be good there. Because again, roughly speaking, because it's more focused on promotion speed, if anything, we effectively get about like 8 to maybe 11,000 troops per month of actual support. So like whatever our number says for manpower, that's kind of inaccurate. And that's why I need to get more cities if we possibly can. Because the more cities I have, the better. Because I know I really want to focus on, especially up here, when we can finally get more of that. The sand and all the wild game stuff. I'm just going to spam a bunch of fucking towns up in these areas as soon as I can get these areas converted enough so that they're considered cores and I can make them into towns. So I still think that's going to be a good thing for us. It's like, population-wise, we're doing great. My culture is finally the largest in my country now. Now we just need to try and have it so that we can keep doing that. Just getting more and more people in here. Especially the whole fact that if we go with getting more towns, trying to get more granaries, which will help out with conversion quite a lot too, if we do that. The English are finally making their way on in, actually doing something against me. So, brought one of my armies over here. Trying to have you guys push them off of Cuba, because if I can just get these guys to fuck off, the balance of power will go far more in our favor, and we should maybe be able to finally get this to go end. Because it's just the fact that they brought in England, which made it so there's far more land, technically, for us to occupy. So, hopefully, yeah, we can get these guys out of the way here pretty quickly. I hate how, again, they hit me while I was in the middle of recovering, so we don't have a lot of manpower. We don't need to do a lot of actual fighting, so I'm trying to not do a ton if we can. But like right there, is that enough to maybe convince England to just fuck off? Nope, they still want to fight. Because I'm not going to be... I finally have ships upgraded. So I can have a bigger amount per ship now. Instead of 250, it's 500 per ship. So that's a huge improvement. But even still, our fleets are nowhere near what we need them to be to invade Europe. Like, we're doing great around here defensively if they ever try and strike at us. But there's nothing I can really do to go offensively into this territory just yet. I really wonder if, like, the one reason they're really holding on is still just this one fucking island, because I can't actually siege that spot. I'm not going to risk trying to go over there. I know eventually we'll get to the point where we should be able to say, hey, can we fuck off and be done with this, because, like, what are we doing, guys? You're not making any progress. I have been able to occupy so much of your shit, and they have no allies over here to help them. Which are still here. They leave now? No, they're still negative. I'm even okay just giving a white peace to the English. It's just they don't want to leave right now. Okay, so I can finally get them to leave. And I am going to try and take a tiny bit of territory here. They won't let me take anything around here, which is annoying, because this is the area I actually want to, like, connect back up with. It's okay. I wasn't ready for this war. It popped off because of the rebellion. So I will take what I can. And also, with those other guys joining in, I was able to take a little bit of territory from them. But essentially, this is why we need to just keep slowly but surely trying to assimilate everything. But at least now I can try and have it, so my armies, again, we need to try and heal up. That's what we're trying to do. I'm actually trying to spam up a bunch of forts now. Because technically, that's actually the best way for me to try and have a really large abundance of soldiers in my population. So that we have an easier way to make it so we don't just plummet my manpower from my reserves, and ideally just have so we have even more people, because every single one of these forts is 8,000 soldiers of employment. So that is a pretty good amount. Also gives us amazing forts around here. They're expensive as shit, but I built a bunch of them, and that should be really helpful because I started construction on how many of them? 20. That's 20 of them. So that's 160,000 soldiers of extra employment, which will help us essentially make it so we're not going to just burn through all the ones that are supposed to be in my actual recruitment centers. Okay, so it's been a bit. I have been trying to have it so. What I've been doing is to try and have it so we have more of a, like, background just capacity of soldiers. I have built up a lot of fortresses. Really increased my maintenance quite a bit because of that. But what we're trying to do is, hey, I'm trying to make it so we can make more guns and cannons to essentially make money off of all of our fortresses. Because these primarily you need, so it's weapons, tools, cannons, stone, all that. But essentially we have it so we've been able to start trying to get quite a few of you guys. So I have now up to 1.45 million soldiers. Slowly been rebuilding my armies. It's just been pretty expensive to do. And what I've been trying to do besides that right now is also, at the moment, I am starting to try and do another Casus Belli against Portugal. We're getting there. I do want to see, if possible, I really need the support. I need the one that gives... It's Antagonism Decree. I need the Census one. I really need that one. I will help out always, at least, like, just try and make sure, like, the nobles are happy, but, like, I really need the census one. We need more population growth. And I'm trying something new now, where I rapidly am just trying to spam a shit ton of cities all around here. Because, at this point in time, I have been able to get it so our value for innovation is maxed. I'm trying to also kind of go more towards quality now as opposed to quantity. It's kind of what I'm trying to do in some regards. Slowly but surely. But essentially, at this point in time right now, looking at, so society-wise, cultural influence, we're doing pretty good, especially now with the bonus from the innovation being 100% more. I'm building a shit ton of, now I have access to theaters and everything like that. So I have theaters, libraries, and universities are all things that I can use to get cultural influence. So we can slowly but surely try and get to the point where we then can be actually a contender for the cultural hegemon. And essentially right now, at this point in time, I'm hoping that with us trying to, hopefully, for right now, especially like once these are finishing up, I'm going to spam up first a bunch of granaries in these areas, because then that should help them have more population. And then also gives, so these guys have ridiculous amounts of money. That will hopefully then give like the burghers something to want to spend their money on, because at this point in time, we don't really have a whole lot for them to spend money on in terms of roads. There's not a lot, although... Has it always just been straight none there? Interesting. I could have sworn that had some before. But essentially, I'm hoping that this will kind of incentivize them to start spamming stuff in here, because essentially, I know with them being towns, I will want to try and have it so we keep granting the urban right for granary towns. This makes it so I can have it so a lot of these areas will have more bonuses for the capacity, which gives us more bonus for the growth. So that's kind of the hope, is we're trying to have it so I have more ways to get more in here. Because, yeah, large from the large storage in the province. So essentially we want to keep trying to do that in these areas, make sure they all have urban rights. I just could have sworn there was a way to easily see urban rights as a thing on here. Urban rights, beautiful. Let's add that as a slot. Because around here, essentially, I think that'll be beneficial to try and make sure. If it's a coastal one, I'll want to have it so it has the urban right for the staple port. That way then, hey, more local maritime presence. That's great. That'll be awesome for around there. And I will have to slowly keep getting more of these. And I know, technically, I need to see what the best one is so that I can get it up higher. We're making money, but not as much money as I would like right now. Because essentially, I've been trying to find the best way to go about the issue of so many of our people just dying and just losing so much manpower whenever that happens. And so hopefully going with the idea of having a lot of areas, like we've got a decent population growth. We get about 16,000 a month. That's not bad. I'm trying to have it so I'm trying to put as many people into my capital as possible, trying to do that. And essentially with a bunch of, these towns finishing up, we can keep maxing out more, especially, for sure, we start out with granaries. So we want to start mass producing granaries in these towns, because that helps out with population growth. That's like the first thing we want to do. And then after that is we have to then go to... So libraries next is like the next thing I want to put into new towns. And then... After that, we got to try and put them into... I want to get, like, theaters as well. So, yeah, theaters. Because these give 0.2 each. So each of these that I can construct is great, because they help out quite a bit. Because these mainly... What is the construction needed for this? So, it's a religious building. Yeah, because we need to have it in towns. So yeah, I should be able to kind of try and spam these up in areas that I'm building up around here. They might have a population limit on some of them, but it helps. It helps get us more of our cultural tradition up higher, which is great. It's what we want to try and see. Why can't I put some of these in some areas? Like some of these ones. This location is not in the filter locations. I'm trying to see why it won't let me build them around here. Oh, it's just because it doesn't have the available peasants. That's all. That's the only reason why. I just want to see if I can build them in general, honestly. That's what I want to do, because they'll promote eventually. I just want to make sure that the buildings are available. So yeah, I know the employment isn't insane. We will get more people in there over time. I'd rather focus just on being able to spam them out. So that, and then probably want to do the same thing with library, because I believe it's because of... Yeah, if I turn off the available peasants one, like, they'll promote eventually. We have a pretty good amount of stability, so our promotion is pretty quick. That's really nice for us here, especially if we get more libraries. So, like, we get that, and then universities, same deal. Let me check that. Because especially with us getting more buildings like this, more towns set up like this, we'll have a lot more areas, especially around my core regions, that we can build these up. Because they'll promote eventually. So I'd rather just spam these out. Not have enough money there, that's okay. But essentially I'm hoping that... I'm trying this idea of having very urbanized just centrally around my capital. And I'm hoping that the burghers are going to want to try and spend some money to be building up things to make them more money around the area. Because we can try and do that while trying to focus on building up my military still. So, how many more here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 14, okay. So 14 of those. And honestly, I've been trying to go more towards quality. So I kind of need to actually have army experience up. Because I actually tried having, so we did some training for a bit for you guys. Because how much does that go down? Because you guys have some better experience right now. Yeah, 0.75 each month. That's not that bad. I think essentially I want to make sure we keep trying to do that every once in a while. Probably should have it. So first I'm going to try and get all these theaters and everything built up. Then I need to get my military maxed out. Get them all recruited again. And once we're at that point, I'm hoping that then we'll be ready for this war with Portugal. Because I feel like essentially what we need to do is... I don't think we're going to conquer all... Because again, it's just taking so goddamn long for us to assimilate people. I know I want the max assimilation. It's 1979 right now. It's like we're in the fucking 80s now. I want to for sure like take all this territory. I don't think I'm going to expand up here anymore, honestly. I don't think there's much of a reason to expand north up around here. I do want this just because I want to be able to reconnect with my territory. I don't think I'm opposed to the idea of kind of conquering down here, potentially. But essentially, we're trying to focus more on building tall, kind of now. Uniting as much as we can to the point where we can have a military strong enough to invade Europe. Because I do at least have it, so my fleet is improved. I have been able to improve this. I can now carry about an army of 65,000. I will still want to keep slowly improving this every once in a while. I know we're still waiting on ship upgrades, but I have already been able to get at least one ship type upgrade so that it's literally double. It's twice as good as it was, where instead of only getting 250 people per boat, I now get at least 500 per boat. So it's easier for us to slowly have more that we can actually carry. Okay, I think I'm going to start this war. I haven't been able to fully get everything fully situated up just yet. But I think I would rather do this now before this Patriots pop off and lure me into a war where I'm not going to be able to ask for as much as I want back. So I say we do this now. Essentially, our main goal is going to be try and get Castile to leave as soon as I possibly can by just being a fucking nuisance to them. And then once they leave, I can then actually drop off a force in Portugal, and I'm actually going to try and see if I can take their fucking capital, and I can set up a naval governor there if I have a slot. I think I might. If I don't, I'm not opposed to just, like, I can probably just get rid of the governor I have around over here. I don't need that one, but I do like the idea of potentially doing that. So I say we start this war, because now at least we'll have the imperialism casus belli on our side. That's what we want. So, let's do this. Did I forget to? Yeah, I did. That's okay. We'll call them in. So we'll call them in here. And I'm going to probably try and ignore those sections right there, I think. But what I'm going to want to do is, I'll still try and slowly build up that army of mine, but for right now, again, main goal, make my way over here, and try and occupy all this territory as quickly as possible. Want to occupy this territory as quickly as possible as well. And essentially, again, hopefully I kick the shit out of Spain. And I can convince you guys to just fuck off out of the war quickly. Because if I can do that, then I won't have to worry about the massive number of troops you guys have chilling over in Iberia, because I can see you guys have hundreds of thousands of troops around here. Primarily mercenaries under the control of Spain. There's a shit ton of them. They might still actually be sending them over here. Can you not? We'll see. Our military is doing better. I'm hoping that with me having all these forts now, because before the reason why my manpower is dropping so much was the fact that all of the areas that were promoting soldiers were mainly my main capital cities, and they were just running out of people, basically. Because, oh, soldiers are dying, and that's a problem. So, hopefully this will kind of help us out, because as long as we're recovering a good chunk of troops every month for my soldiers, I do have a decent amount that I can bring on in here. And also, yeah, I can ask you guys to join. Pretty weak, but if you're going to actually now offer to join, sure. Also, I forgot, I probably should have technically asked and see if there's anybody that would have liked to have joined an alliance with me beforehand. I could have sworn that I saw a while ago that Naples actually kind of did mind the idea of working with me. I still have this coalition thing going on. It's like, this antagonism with you guys is just insane. I'm trying to get that to go down, but it's just not going down at all. Because I've gotten it to go down as much as I physically can with those guys. Also, okay, you guys are fine. But I think I need to start making it so that we have... I'm curious how much artillery it takes to get that to be +9. I know eventually I'm going to be trying to just build up my military in general a ton. Let me try and get like 2... Try and get another... I'm going to try and get 3 more pieces of artillery in this army, so we can kind of see. Also, I just realized that this army has less cav than it's supposed to. Oh yeah, because most of my other armies had 6 of the cav and 9 of the infantry and so on. Okay, I'm going to be eventually upgrading them all anyways. But, I need to see how much artillery power we need to be able to get to the maximum bonus against tier 8 forts. Once we have that, these sieges are way better. They take forever without that, though, sadly. Okay, things have been going fairly well. It definitely seems like I'm not losing manpower as quickly. I have had some damage taken. You guys are starting to take some attrition here. I lost like 40,000 guys around here. Got that back pretty quickly without issues. So I am really hoping that, like, they're having a lot harder of a time trying to push on in and take my territory right now because I put up more forts. And it has been making it easier for me to try and just actually recover my people too. So if that's the case, that's perfect. Also, I was looking at it, and it seems like essentially every 3, yep, basically every 3 artillery pieces right now gives me +1. So I effectively need 27 pieces of artillery, and then I will be able to have it so I have maxed out artillery power against a level 8 fort, which means that these sieges will be far easier to do. So essentially I just need to make sure I do be careful that I don't get my combined arms stuff to be too high in terms of artillery. So I will want to balance it out with other other units in here too, for sure. But at the moment, at least, it's nice to know that that's what we kind of need. I'm trying to slowly build these armies up, because essentially this army here is going to be the template that we're going to be utilizing for our future invasions. We can get to, 27. Basically, I'm going to try and get 27 of every unit. That's basically like what I try and do for everything. So that'd be 3 times the size of what these armies are now, effectively. Jesus Christ. So we're trying to add another, like, 100,000 infantry, and technically I'd be at like 9,000 cav there per. Yeah, it's like another 50,000. Yeah, so like 100. Basically, each army would be like 250,000, essentially. Like that's pretty massive. But I think that will be kind of what we kind of want when we want to do this invasion of Europe. Because right now, our military, again, I think it's doing better now. I'm happy about that. I was kind of worried about the fact that I was losing so many people so quickly. And I think the having the stuff with the forts is really helping. Again, it does really jack up my upkeep for forts, which sucks. But it seems to be working. It really does, because I'm pretty stable at 1.4 million soldiers right now, which is what we want. I'm still checking to see if Castile is ever going to leave. I want them to leave, and I want to be able to take some territory here. Ideally, I want to reconnect these territories, but I don't know if I'll be able to. And then hopefully you guys... Yeah, these guys are struggling over here. So they're taking a lot of attrition trying to starve this area out. I might have to have you guys get even more supply wagons, because having 2 of you on there, so again, being able to get over to at least 27 units, maxes us out, but I use up so much food in the area that you guys are struggling to actually be able to actually siege that spot, because you guys each have... Get you guys on top of off of each other. Because, like, you've got 15. Yeah, so you guys literally, I need both these armies together to be able to do that. But honestly, I might just get some more logistics. I'm just going to grab some... 1, 2... Grab 5 there, and all of you grab 5. Because, again, if we're effectively trying to, like, double the army sizes, getting into 20 of these means we can have a shit ton of food. Oh, no. So, you need at least 15 more, but don't have the cash for it right now. Definitely getting a lot more money being used up. Like, our economy was very strong. And it's still very strong, but we're definitely, like, pushing our limits more with the military and everything like that. Maybe we don't need the absurd amounts of troops that I was suggesting, but effectively we are going to for sure want at least something more. Oh, yeah, you guys actually joined on in here. I need to remember that. Let's use that spot. Actually, who is the higher fort level? We have fort level 1, fort level 8. Yep, so the army with the 27 artillery pieces wants to go for the fort level 8, because then you guys... okay, it's not effective. It's not fully maxed out right now. Might be because of attrition. Because, what's the max army size for you guys? 103. No, you guys are maxed out. Okay, so I technically need more than 27 then. No, I will need 27, so I just haven't recruited them yet. That's fine. Okay, we're to the point where, again, where it's suggesting that it's going to be a white piece. I am trying to, at the moment, max out my fleet as much as physically possible, so that I should now, at least at this point, actually have them in my naval range, so they're not going to have any issues getting over here. Then, I'm trying to see if we're getting close enough that I can convince Castile to leave. Because I just need Castile to leave. I'll probably have to have it, so what we'll do, if anything, I'll just come over here and kind of occupy these islands. Because once they leave, it'll be far easier for me to try and make my way to hit Lisbon and take the capital of Portugal. That's my hope. Because if we can do that, oh man, there's going to be some really good things for us if we can do that. Because we have it at a +10, most of its occupations... Where I've been slowly but surely, continuously just, pushing these guys back. Again, so far, I haven't had any major fights, so, like, I haven't really been able to properly test out whether or not the fort stuff has actually really made a difference. But at least right now, occupations and blockades, that's going up a decent amount every month, just because of the fact that we have so many territories occupied. So we should be able to get Castile to leave, and it'd be... Oh, ooh, there we go. Now, question is... Can I get this? No. I would like to get this territory if I can. I want to reconnect this land. It's technically possible, but at the moment, their war enthusiasm is helping them quite a bit. So we'll kind of see. But if I need to, I can get them to leave right now. I just need to reoccupy this stuff and try and get more of that occupation and blockades to max out. If that maxes out, because it is going up quite quickly. I believe it'll max out at 50, because I now have these two areas finally occupied. Almost all of this territory of Portugal's been occupied. So all that's really left is down here, where they keep trying to reclaim stuff that I've already occupied. And essentially I just need to kind of push on in forward here to get to this army. And I think now they'll start helping us out quite a bit with battles. Because yeah, every month, occupations and blockades is like really helping us out. 15 minus 57. And then my fleet, is it ready? I think it is for the army that I prepared. Yeah, I can send, essentially what I'm trying to do is, if we're going to go for Lisbon, I'm going to try and send this army specifically, because it's my biggest army. It's kind of my plan right now. And I'm waiting to get that fleet to be as built up as much as it possibly can, and it looks like it is. So essentially, I'll have you... Might want to have... Actually, I could just send one of these guys, because you guys I updated a little bit to just have a lot of supplies. I might try and send one of you guys. Because if I can send somebody over there... Again, I would love if I can get Castile to leave and just give me this. Even if you don't give me all of it, can I get some of it? Can I at least connect the territory? It's minus 27, minus 22. I'm not asking for much, guys. I'm really not. I'll see. If I can get that, that'd be great. Otherwise, I need to do something soon to at least contest this stuff over here. I think I'm at least going to try and send... I'm worried about that, because if they hit my fleet, they just destroy it. Okay, so these Castilian Patriots are still going to pop up. Some ships, because I'm trying to send you guys... I'm trying to send over a small force. I'm not going to worry too much about these Patriots, honestly. I think they should probably be pretty small. I'll have you guys call in all of these here. Oh yeah, that's not that bad. I've got armies around here too that can deal with these guys. These aren't that crazy. Yeah, this is fine. A little bit there, a little bit over here. Okay, then I'll take... I had an army somewhere around here. Yeah, that's right there right now. Let's bring this guy. You can come over here and deal with that. Okay, because essentially we're trying to make my way over here. We need to make sure we can at least somewhat contest it. I'm just trying to stop by... Worry about you guys losing too much. I want to occupy this stuff, but I'm also worried about you guys getting attrition, so... I will try and occupy these islands, though. See if that'll help. And then down over here, I know I have this fight here I want to do against you. I'm just waiting until your morale recovered. Because ideally, that should be a pretty good boost towards the war goal. And maybe this will be enough to kick them out. And I can get them out without gaining anything from them. I could focus on just taking stuff from Portugal. I prefer not to. Yeah, we're losing ships over there. I can't stay there. No, just don't stay there, and we gotta make sure that these guys can still pick you up. So yeah, come back over. I think it's because of the deep sea part. Oh, I don't like that. Try and get back to my island. I hope it doesn't fuck up. I have to contest the war goal if I want to be able to have it so we can properly do something here. I'm gonna hope that that fleet will be okay. That's my hope. And then you guys should be here any second here for this battle. We should win this fight here. Hopefully that's does a pretty good chunk of damage to Castile. A lot of damage here myself, but we should win this fight. And there we go. When we start out equal footing on how many men were on the field, and then we were able to put more in, that's perfect. Now, let me try and see this. Minus 41. Okay, what if I clear this out and I don't ask for as much? I could... Okay, let me see. I don't think they're going to let me take any of this. Yeah, this territory they value a lot. They might let me just take more back here. Yeah, I can take a little bit back here. So slowly but surely, I am slow. Okay, I can't take that. I'll take just that. This gets Castile out. I can take a little bit of territory over here. Eventually, I'll have a proper war against Castile themselves, the final war. And then that will be when we can properly kind of, like, actually take some of this territory if we really need to. But no, I think we go with just that. This will get Castile out of the war. I keep weakening slowly but surely. And if I can, I'm curious, again, if I can properly get over here now. Okay, now we have to make sure that hopefully we don't fuck up this. Please don't lose. Stop losing. I can't withdraw. Come on. Oh, this is why I need to build up my fucking fleet, god damn it. God, I want to do war against them, but my fleet fucking sucks. They won't give me a peace right now. I'm just trying to contest this city. Just let me, please. This was occupied by Castile, so I'm hoping I'm going to withdraw to that spot. But that entire army's possibly just dead. Yeah, they're just completely... There we go. Finally lost. Oh, that's painful. Yeah, go to my island. Go to my island. Okay, this is fine. Did you lose the ships, or were they just destroyed? I might still be able to do what I need to do. Although, I still see like 90,000 guys here. But they'll accept a peace treaty now, but God, I take so much damage from them every single goddamn time. I'm trying to build my fleet up, but still. Can I get this? I could get that. What's something less than 13 more score that's on their mainland? So if I were score, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I think almost all this they wouldn't give a shit about. Yeah. But over here, so less than 13. I can actually take some. Oh my god. Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I am able to claim a little bit of Portugal them fucking selves. I want that city. I can claim a tiny piece of Portugal. Fuck it. Let's do it. Because then the next time I do this war actually should be the time that I'm prepared to go to war and invade all of Europe. Because I have a base of operations, a far better base of operations. But it's mine. It is mine. Yep. I now have a tiny piece of Portugal. Now, can I put a, this is a city. Yep. Can I put a naval governor over here? Moment, I am unable to. Naval governor. So, requirements not met. Port is not overseas. So I cannot put a naval governor there. I also mainly just the fact is I just don't have any naval governor slots. Do I just not get any? Like, if anything, I've now got a way in here to properly invade. So I feel like essentially... God, I could maybe finish today, actually. I could finish this campaign today, technically, depending on what we do. Because if I allow myself to just build up my military. Just focus on building it up. Essentially, we would like wait out the like 5 years in game to go through the peace treaty. I bring every single army I have. All what? 700,000 of them, and we do the final invasion. We just do it. I am tempted, because yeah, you are just going to be. I might actually just drop you off over here with this army. You're here. Just build up my army over there. Just do it. And effectively, like, I don't need... I can do the invasion, I feel like, before the year 2000. So, effectively what I need to do is I will need to rebuild that fleet. But I think what we do is essentially just send... I can keep, like, one army... Yeah, I keep losing units off the coast of things. That's okay. Oh, they dropped the army off. Damn it. I wanted to drop the army off over here. But no, we build the fleet back up so it can carry armies over. And then I'm just going to start bringing everybody over here. And it might not be a successful invasion, but it is the invasion I've been planning this entire time. Like, I'll build my military up as much as I humanly possibly can in the time that I have of the peace treaty with Castile. You guys can ferry 60,000 troops. Can I recruit ships over here? Let me see. Yes, I can. Oh yeah, this is evil. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So what I'm gonna do is, because we want to just make sure we can build up my militaries as much as possible. And essentially that's the only thing like we're waiting on right now is I am going to need to mass produce all of my troops, get as many men as I physically can, make sure I can get them all over into Iberia. I will make a casus belli against Spain after the peace treaty ends. And I try that war. I will have a war over here. Basically what I'll do is I'm going to try and get as many people that will physically want to ally with me So, let's look at... So, sort by willingness. And then I want to see. So, Naples is actually not that far off. So, let's go to Naples and improve their opinion of us to try and have them help me in this war. So, I'm going to prove your opinion of me. I think today is actually going to be the final episodes of this campaign. You guys will actually already know, effectively. But I think I can see the end in sight right now, honestly. I think I can. I don't think we have to unite everything around here. We did a lot. It's just, right now, it's the perfect opportunity due to the fact that I was actually able to fucking get over here. So, now we just need to make sure we can win against them. And, I want to see who fucking hates you. So... So they do not like each other. So, hey. Holy rope. Let's see. Maybe this is due to antagonism. You know what? I'm gonna improve your opinion. I'm gonna try and get the Holy Roman Empire, Naples, and let me see who else is pissed off. Morocco. Let's try and improve your opinion of me and see if I can potentially use you guys as a bounding board to invade. I have no idea if this is gonna fucking work, but it's what I'm gonna try and do, and I think we can technically... It's gonna be me sitting here for like, I don't know, fucking hour trying to get everything set up in position. But I think it's possible. I think it is possible. I need to like build my... Again, I need to build my fleets up. I'll try and have it so that, yeah, we'll have my armies ready and rearing to go. It's just like, yeah, I can slowly kind of build up my fleet around here, so try to, if you can. And what I'll do is, yeah, slowly but surely. Let's see. I just want to see how many. Try to see how many slots you guys have. You all only have one slot each. Okay, let's just do this then. It's only one slot each anyways. Let's just do that. Because I need more ships around here so I can ferry that army over. And yeah, we might be able to finish today. We might actually straight be able to. And thinking about it, I might have to actually have it so we still need one more video after this. I love this idea. Absolutely. But part of the issue that I'm finding is with me trying to get... So I can recruit troops over here, I have to make it so I have a predominantly of my culture over here. So it's taking us a while to get Portuguese out of here. I have it so like, hey, I've got this army here. It's helping increase the control. I switched up my research, so we're focusing just on naval stuff. So like, hey, make it so we actually have the open sea exploration stuff, try and get all the other ship upgrades, try and focus just on that. So essentially right now, we have it so I'm trying to build up as much as I can, but I know I'm going to want to try and upgrade my cavalry over in the east, honestly, because I'm trying to have it so that we can upgrade my armies. But again, cavalry is something that's hard for us to upgrade around here because we just have so few areas that produce cav. So I need to try and have it so, hey, I can build what I can around here. Like, I'm trying to build up my armies. I especially want to try and make sure that, like, every army has at least 27 pieces of artillery. That's kind of the goal. Like, I'm trying to do that. We can slowly keep upgrading my military. I have it so I just dropped down my army maintenance and fort maintenance for right now, so we can get more for recruitment. But even still with this, it's taking a while to actually go through. Like, this area here is, like, struggling to get cav, especially. So, I think, essentially, I'm going to have to wait until one more video. Because we're trying to do quite a bit. We've been able to do quite a bit. But also, it's just the fact that I don't have the resources I want. I do think this is going to be possible, though. So I think the next video is going to be the final video. Because we have a position in Europe where I can now try and have it so I am mass producing as much manpower as possible. We have as many places as I possibly can being turned into cores, so we can have more conscription centers. We can have more, because especially like over here in Florida now, I can get a shit ton of conscription centers. So we are mass producing troops. And I'm just not going to go to war until we're ready for this. Because, essentially, if I can get enough manpower, if I can get enough troops built up, bring them all to Iberia, all of them, have hopefully over 1 million, maybe 2 million troops, I have no idea how much we can get. At that point in time, that will be the best possible scenario for this war. Otherwise, it takes me way too long to try and conquer some of these territories around here. I think it just took us so long to get built up as the Aztecs. We were so far behind. We're still far behind on technology that, honestly, for like conquering all of the Americas, that's better set for other campaigns where I can get more momentum starting up instead of having it take so long because we were so far behind. Like, things are doing really good now. Us having all those forts really does help us have a way bigger population of soldiers. Like, we almost have 5% of my entire population is soldiers. And so that's doing great. Also doesn't help that I kept getting hit by plagues so fucking continuously. So our population growth just didn't get to do as much as I would like it. So there's a lot of ways that we were hindered. Like we've had almost 9 million people die to disease. I think that's way higher than any other campaign I've done in Europa Universalis V. So we had our reasons. I could easily, if we want to, just keep conquering more and more stuff around here. I know technically, if I don't go with the stuff against Castile, like I don't know, like, do people want me to have it so? Like, I know everyone was saying, hey, unite all of the Americas. That might take me literally until like 2100 to do, because of how slow it is for me to assimilate people. I was hoping that I was going to maybe grow a little faster for becoming a great power, and then we could try and take over the cultural hegemon. This is just continuously going up. I'm trying to catch up, but I'm at I'm at 5200 right now. Me doing the stuff with innovation helped out a lot. Like, we have this maxed out right now. And we're trying to have more cities so that we can keep spamming cultural influence buildings. Like, we've got like all the universities we tried to build up and everything like that. But even then, there's still, like, we have as many around here as we physically can, essentially. Even still, I'm so far behind. And again, part of it's the research. I know there's a bunch of other buildings that I don't have access to. But at least for sure, we're getting in this invasion. We are going to be able to do the invasion of Europe. Absolutely. I don't know how many troops I'll be able to get up to. I think essentially what I'm going to do is I will probably try and just get as much as I physically can. Again, I would love to be able to get up to like 2 million. If I got up to 2 million, have it so like I have you guys all just do a bunch of training before we do the invasion, do the proper like war with Castile and Portugal, and we just see how much we can conquer of them in like one final video. That to me is a pretty good way to have a good send-off for this campaign, I feel like. Because I know for sure I'm trying to have it so we're converting these areas. Once I can get some conscription centers over here, and I can recruit my units over here. Because right now I just can't. I can't recruit anything over here. I can't recruit my infantry or my grenadiers. The warrior temples technically help, but they just don't allow me to actually recruit proper regiments, or at least not now. They used to, but not now. I think maybe I can just get like only like logistics. No, I can't even get logistics around here. Okay. Because like I know we're getting to the point where like this campaign, I'm still so proud that we were able to survive, form the Aztec Empire. It's just expansion, rapid expansion in EU5 is a little slower at times than I'd like it to be. It goes really quickly once you get to the imperialism and Casus Belli, absolutely. But then it's just like, if you really want to conquer, you have to be the cultural hegemon. You have to. Because if you don't have this, it takes forever to assimilate stuff. And assimilation is directly tied to how many buildings you can have of soldiers. Oh, did someone just start a war with me, or is there a revolt? Game's lagging. There we go. So it's Wiwoka. Oh god. Shit. Well, this army's fucked over here. Yeah, because all my guys will join on in. So we got this war with you guys. My fleet. My army, please. Get the fuck out of here. I don't think you can... Oh, no, you can barely pick that army up. Yeah, get on that boat. Get out of there. That army will kill you. Absolutely. I don't have my research finished up yet, but, I feel like just stay here for right now. Just hide. I've got plenty of armies, though. Like, this is not bad. Okay, I can at least now, like, properly set sail. But no, okay, hey, they started a war. We'll finish this up. This is probably the last thing we do for today, is fight these guys. And then we'll have that whole next video is absolutely when we decide to start trying to push back and actively see what we can do against one full final invasion of Europe. Because I don't want this campaign to take way too long. I'm kind of really excited about the idea of trying to play Wales. I think that'll be really fun. But no, let's kick the shit out of these guys. We got my allies here. Did Naples join in? I don't know if Naples joined in on this fight, but ideally, again, my armies are just going to be not. Again, I'm just hoping that this the number of monthly recruitment doesn't get hindered too much. And I think that's just the whole thing. I just needed to make sure we had forts, and that was like the only thing I needed, and that fixed the issue, honestly. Yeah, so it seems like with the forts, massive losses do still matter. Most certainly. It definitely helps quite a bit, but it definitely absolutely makes a huge difference if there's a problem with how much damage you can do. So we still have to be careful about that. But this is why we're trying to build up as many things as possible, so our replenishment of troops has a very big pool. That's the hope. Because right now, so far, we're kind of kicking their asses. Absolutely. This is a coalition fight, so I'm not going to be able to like do separate peace goals, sadly. But I have it, so yeah, for right now at least, I just pulled my army away from there. My fleet was able to get away without issue. Oh, no, never mind. You are being attacked right now. So you're able to have it so you're sailing through the sea without issue, but they're still going to kick your ass here. Again, I'm trying to upgrade my fleet. There's a reason why when we go with the invasion plan I have, I'm trying to be a sneaky little bitch and just bring in all my forces before the war starts. But at least here, with this, I'll be able to kick the shit out of the coalition and just say, hey, stop that. Because like I can try and keep doing the improve relations with these guys, but I know I hit a wall eventually, and so I do have to I stop essentially. Let's see. Yes, we lost that. A lot of ships lost. That army. Oh, that army took a fucking beating. There's a reason why I need to rebuild my fleet and my army. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just knew that if they occupied these territories, they were going to just like kill that army anyways, so I'm there. At least I can have it so like I've got an army here to defend this spot. Again, eventually we'll be able to bring all of our forces over there, but yeah, I still think we're going to have like one more video for sure. If this didn't pop off, I think we could have maybe had it so that I could possibly... How many of you guys survived? Just 2. Yep, just 2 of you. Oh, that's painful. There's so many of my armies I have to slowly rebuild. At least, like, right now, we are kicking the shit out of them. We are winning this fight. Slowly but surely. Definitely didn't get hit as hard. I did lose quite a few guys. Like, how many of those casualties were me? So I lost 154,000. And that does line up with this. And that dropped it down, so we lost a monthly manpower of about 4,000 a month. But that's not bad. That's actually quite doable. Because now we have it so we're in a position like, okay, yeah, we took that damage, but now we're actually in the counteroffensive now, doing a good amount of damage on against the enemy. Don't like how I can't catch this fucking dude. But no, we'll finish up this war, and then I think we'll be done for today. I do find it interesting. We might have this campaign end in like 2020 something, like at this rate. It's like 1990 right now. It's so fucking weird to think about that where everyone's still fighting with muskets and cannons in 1990. Just funny to me. And damn, this war's been going well so far. There's only about 100,000 man difference in how much damage we've done. They still do technically outnumber us, but it has been going well. I'm curious if I could technically end the war right now. I could. I essentially will just want to try and see if, yeah, I can ask for money. Pay me war reparations and give me some cash. And then I will end this war. Oh, actually, I should wait first. I want to make sure these guys aren't accidentally fucking stuck this time. Although, actually, can I... Let's see. No, it's not included. So I can't ask for that territory. Okay, well, let me get all my guys out of here so they're not going to be stuck accidentally. So I can try and pull you guys out. Then we will end the war. Because at this point in time, we'll be able to kick the shit out of these guys. This will make it so that the coalition will fail. That'll be great. And then we'll be going back to, again, the idea of trying to get everybody into position to where we are ready to just do the one final invasion of Europe. I think that'll work. So just need to get my guys out of their areas. I have proved that, like, with this army here, this one, you at 27, that is the perfect amount of artillery. That is exactly what we kind of need to be able to make it so we can have it so we get the full bonus against a max level fort. So if we can make every single army like this guy, where you still have the bonus, but I gotta be careful again. I need to start getting more of every other unit type. Maybe we'll do like 15 of each type. So it's like 15, 15, 15, 15, 27, 40. And that's basically the armies we'll have. That, I don't think, is the worst idea. Just trying to pull you guys out of here. Yeah, stop losing, please. Oh, goddamn. It was the one guy that was alone that lost, technically. Boo! Yeah, that guy's gonna have to recover now. That's okay. Yeah, just wait on these guys. You guys are just taking forever to get out of here. Because I want to make sure you're in my own territory. How many days does it say you'll take for that? Okay, it doesn't tell me the arrival time for that. Okay. Yeah, because I'll have to get my fleet built up. At least now, I don't take any major attrition from the open sea. And hopefully by the time we get maybe like to here... Again, I'm focusing only on ship research right now. So I'm focusing just on that. So if we focus on that and get my armies built up, I think the next video will be the last. And we get to finally finish this campaign up with the Sunset Invasion. Okay, those armies are finally out of there. Yeah, now I can try and force this war to end. I can't ask for the money technically at the moment. Oh, now they won't give me the fucking peace. Oh, fuck you. We were winning that. It's probably because of the, like, ongoing sieges aspect of it. I know we've almost got these guys done with. Yeah, I probably just need to bring you guys up there. So, like, you three. Get on up here. Help out. But, you know, because I think, like, this army here is the best example of, like, what we're trying to go for with our forces. So, I'm going to keep slowly trying to keep improving this army. I hate you guys. Yeah, because I'm trying to let this army heal. Oh, they hit that army of, like, a little, like, 10,000 guys. No! Oh, where'd they go? I think you guys took them as... Yeah, I think you guys took them as mercenaries. Yep, they are. Yeah, they are there. Okay, so if I get over here, I can liberate them. Fuckers! I need to get my army back there. Because I know we can end this war. Just irritating. It's like, how dare you? I need that army, you fuckers. So yeah, get over here. Let's get over here, crush this army, and then I should be able to get my force back. Yeah, try and stop in front of them, so we're going to be able to get some time to recover our morale. Where are you going, you little shit? Where's he going to stop? Okay, I'm going to stop here. Okay, we're going to have to fight. I wanted to recover my morale, but it should be okay. We outnumber them, and I should get my army back from this fight here. I hate you that the balance power is not going up in their favor again. We had it in our favor, and then I just wanted to get my guys out so I didn't have to have them move through my ships. This basically been on this fight here. I think that should hopefully get me my army back, and then I'll double check and see if I can... I don't need war reparations. I just want it. So let's see here. Yeah, because this should win this fight here pretty easily. Hopefully that gives me my army back. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. So, yeah, they captured them should have... Yep, there they... Oh, no. They fucking... God damn it. You renamed them, you fuckers. That was my army, and that's all that's left of it, you fuckers. I hate you. Okay, now I can get some money. There we go. I was gonna have to do a bunch of recruitment anyways. It's just annoying that they got rid of my one army there. I'll have to rename them. But now, at least at this point in time, I have been able to beat back the forces of this coalition. Hopefully they fuck off. I know I was trying to improve your opinion of me. I'm trying to do that. I want to keep trying to do that if I can, because I don't actually feel like I need to fight anybody over in the northern section anymore. Not at least not at this point. But yeah, no, that was far better for our military. We took a lot of casualties, but it didn't affect our military nearly as much, so that's good. But I do think I am going to be done for today. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, let me know down in the comments down below. Loving you to say about this campaign. Any thoughts in general, this is Rampaned, and I'll see you guys next time.